a single breath in the dark. The city sleeps, but the pulse is awake, shimmering slowly out of focus. I am slipping into the frequency. The pavement is slick with the midnight rain. A reflection of neon washes the pain. We are driving with nowhere we need to be. Just the hum of the engine, the dark in me. The streetlights are blurring like stars falling down. We are ghosts in the shell of a slumbering town. Every shadow is painted in shades of deep blue, and the only thing grounding my gravity is you. The silence is heavy, the rhythm is deep, a secret the city is trying to keep. I close my tired eyes and let the current pull, until the empty spaces in my mind are full. We are floating on echoes in the velvet night, chasing the frequencies out of the light. Let the deep heavy bass carry sorrow away. In this midnight illusion we are going to stay. Feel the drop in your chest, let the universe spin. This is where the real beauty of silence begins. We are losing ourselves in the chill of the air, leaving all of our ghosts and our memories there. The window is down and the breeze is so cold, but the warmth of the sunset is a hand to hold. We are passing the bridges and just real steel. Only the thumping beneath us is real. A flicker of gold from a distant cafe, before the velocity sweeps it away. Time is a concept we left at the door. I do not want to think about tomorrow anymore. The silence is heavy, the rhythm is deep, a secret the city is trying to keep. I close my tired eyes and let the current pull, until the empty spaces in my mind are full. We are floating on echoes in the velvet night, chasing the frequencies out of the light. Let the deep heavy bass carry sorrow away. In this midnight illusion we are going to stay. Feel the drop in your chest, let the universe spin. This is where the real beauty of silence begins. We are losing ourselves in the chill of the air, leaving all of our ghosts and our memories there. Drifting, drifting further from the shore. I don't need a destination anymore. Drifting, drifting deeper in the sound, waiting for the moment we break off the ground. The pressure is building, the colors ignite, a beautiful explosion in the dead of night. We are floating on echoes in the velvet night, chasing the frequencies out of the light. Let the deep heavy bass carry sorrow away. In this midnight illusion we are going to stay. Surrender your heart, let the universe spin. This is where the new chapter of waking begins. We are losing ourselves in the chill of the air, finding all of our peace and our sanctuary there. Echoes break beneath the dark. The city holds its breath once again. Just a lingering layer of space, drifting slowly into the ether. The world slows down to a hum. Static lingers in the heavy air. Let the frequencies wash over, breathing deeply in the dark. Street lights bleed into surrender to the fading light. Caught inside the neon city tides, where the secret of the midnight highs. Let the baseline carry me away, far beyond the edges of the day. Caught inside the neon city tides, gliding where the phantom current rise, sinking to the velvet and the deep, while the rest of the world goes to sleep. Passing by the glowing vacant signs, reading stories in the broken lines. Every whisper of the passing wind tells me this is where the dreams begin. Time is freezing at the cool night air. Smoke is rising like a quiet prayer. I am shedding every skin I wore, leaving them upon the pavement floor. The frequency is rising from the ground. I lose myself inside the hollow sound. The colors blur and melt into the night. I surrender to the fading light. Caught inside the neon city tides, where the secret of the midnight hides. Let the baseline carry me away, far beyond the edges of the day. Caught inside the neon city tides, gliding where the phantom current rides, sinking to the velvet and the deep, while the rest of the world goes to sleep. Echoes bouncing off the alley walls, answer to the way the darkness calls, floating through the solitary haze, lost inside this geometric maze. Heartbeat sinking to the muffled drum, waiting for the morning light to come. Caught inside the neon city tides, where the secret of the midnight hides. Let the baseline carry me away, far beyond the edges of the day. Caught inside the neon city tides, gliding where the phantom current rise, sinking to the velvet and the deep, while the rest of the world goes to sleep. Fading into static once again, the neon tide begins to slowly fall. Just a whisper in the velvet dark. Close your eyes and let it all dissolve. Breathing the cool air of the 2 a.m. streets, a distant hum of the sleeping city below. Shadows stretching out across the empty pavement. We are just ghosts fading into the neon glow. The street light flickers in a rhythm of its own. I trace the dashboard while I'm driving all alone. The skyline bleeds a purple hue into the black. I leave the noise behind, I'm never looking back. A heavy bass line thumping softly through the floor. I pass the closed up cafes and the corner store. The world is quiet, wrapped inside a silver chill. Time slows right down, the rushing wind is standing still. And frequencies rise, catching my heavy breath, floating on the edge of the night. pieces of the dream I left behind. The amber glow of traffic signals blinking red. A million unspoken words are swimming in my head. The electric piano plays a lonely velvet chord. The solitude is everything I'm moving toward. The glass is cool against the fever of my skin. I open up the window, let the midnight in. The frequencies rise, catching my heavy breath, floating on the edge of the night. Nothing is left. A sudden spark in the wild, a ghost in the sound. My feet are lifting so high above the solid ground. I'm lost inside the echoes in the dark, a silent rhythm beating through my heart. The city lights are melting in the gold, a beautiful illusion I can't hold. I'm dancing with the shadows on the wall. I close my eyes and let the timeline fall. I'm lost inside the echoes in the dark, a silent rhythm beating through my heart. The kick drum fades and leaves me drifting out to sea. Just whisper melodies between the night and me. I surrender to the space where all the time suspends, where the broken pavement shatters and the skyline ends. Wash right over me, a tidal wave ascending sails. Clear all these deep invisible in a crown of stars. I'm lost inside the echoes in the dark, a silent rhythm beating through my heart. The neon lights are melting on the gold, a beautiful illusion I can't hold. I'm dancing with the shadows on the wall. I close my eyes and let the timeline fall. I'm lost inside the echoes in the dark, forever in the rhythm I will waking up. The frequencies are slowly fading into dust. A quiet whisper in the night I finally trust, melting away into the velvet midnight black. Just shadows now, and there is no way back. Midnight pouring through the glass, the city breeze in silhouettes and smoke. I feel the static in the air, just let the rhythm pull us under. Neon flickers on the dashboard light, we are driving through the velvet night. Silver reflections on the avenue, there is nothing left for us to do. Just watch the street lamps blurring into gold, a silent story waiting to be told. The heavy bass is vibrating the floor. I leave my shadows waiting at the door. Can you feel the frequency rise? stars in the sea. I hear the hidden current calling out to me. There is no gravity to hold us down, just the quiet healing hum of the sound. The city lights are fading on the edge of the bay. We leave the heavy shadows of the waking day. I watch the silver ripples catch the midnight moon. We are slipping out of orbit, getting closer to you. A velvet wave is crashing in the back of my mind. We left the rushing hours and the panic behind. Your silhouette is glowing in the indigo blue. There is nothing but the rhythm pulling me into you. The water rises up to catch our fall. I do not feel the weight of it at all. A million tiny sparks begin to trace the quiet constellations on your face. Now we're breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now we are breathing underwater, in the silence of the deep is feeling good. Let the ocean wash away the world apart. Lost inside this understanding kind of love. Now we are breathing underwater, and the current is exactly where we should. I hear your steady heartbeat in the pulse of the bass. A steady kind of magic in this hidden place. The neon colors bleeding through the dark of the tide. With every single motion we are opened up wide. The surface is a mirror that we shattered apart, to find the secret echoes living right in the heart. We do not need the oxygen, we run on the glow. Just letting go of everything we used to know. The water rises up to catch our fall. I do not feel the weight of it at all. A million tiny sparks begin to trace the quiet constellations on your face. Now we're breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now we are breathing underwater, and the silence of the deep is feeling good. Let the ocean wash away the world apart. Lost inside this understanding kind of love. Now we are breathing underwater, and the current is exactly where we should. Suspend me in the middle of the endless sea. Just keep this perfect frequency surrounding me. The pressure is a blanket wrapping around my soul. I give into the feeling, I give up control. We are drifting out further than the light can reach, far away from the safety of the empty beach. Now we are breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now breath in the atmosphere. Fading shadows disappear, drifting out across the tide. Nowhere left, we need to hide. The city sleeps beneath a velvet sky. I watch the neon constellations die. A quiet pulse begins to wake the ground, and I am floating in a sea of sound. We walked along the edges of the night, just waiting for a sudden spark of white. The heavy air is starting to release. I find it in the center of my peace. Feel the rhythm rising from the floor. Washing all the broken glass away. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Leave behind the heavy shadows of night. We are weightless in the glowing unknown. We are seas the universe is just sown. Let the current pull our bodies away. We will ride the frequencies till the day. Dive with me into the ocean light. Everything is going to be alright. The frequencies are washing over me, a digital warm serenity. I hear your voice 1,000 miles away, but in this resonance is where you stay. The concrete jungle slowly melts to gold, a beautiful new story to unfold. We harmonize the chaos in our mind and leave the gravity of Earth behind. Feel the rhythm rising from the floor. I don't wanna fight it anymore. Colors bleeding through the silver veil, washing all the broken glass away. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Leave behind the heavy shadows of night. We are weightless in the glowing unknown. We are seas the universe is just sown. Let the current pull our bodies away. We will ride the frequencies to the day. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Everything is gonna be alright. Hold your breath and let the filter sweep. Awake the magic that was fast asleep. A sudden rush of oxygen and fire. We are climbing higher, ever climbing higher. The white noise shatters into crystal stars, erasing all the lines of who we are. Just close your eyes and let the baseline drop. We are at the summit and we will never stop. Dive with me into the ocean of light. Leave behind the heavy shadows of night. We are weightless in the bright unknown. We are seas the universe is just sown. Let the current pull our bodies away. We will ride the frequencies to the day. Dive with me into the ocean of light. We are shining, we are blinding and bright. The water settles and the waves are still, a golden aura on a distant hill. I breathe you in and slowly float away, forever resting in the break of day. Drifting through the static of the midnight hour, a distant rhythm pulling at the edges of my mind. Subwoofers humming like a heartbeat in the floor. I close my eyes and leave the heavy world behind. The city lights are bleeding through the rainy glass, a watercolor painting of a world asleep. I watch the glowing headlights as the taxis pass, and dive into a frequency so warm and deep. There is a sanctuary hidden in the bass, a quiet architecture built of synthesized sound. I lose the memories that I do not wanna trace, until my floating feet forget the solid ground. The shadows open up to let the color in, a slow crescendo rising from the velvet floor. I feel the electricity against my skin. I am a spirit to the person I was before, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. A demon is the only thing controlling me, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove, blazing in the glow of ultraviolet light. I do not have to think, I only have to move. The kick drum fades away into a quiet hum. Electric piano chords are gliding through the air. I let the soothier isolation overcome the tangled up illusions of my own despair. We are just whispers in an empty corridor, but in this atmosphere we are a golden spark. I'm not afraid of the silence anymore. I found a glowing constellation in the door. The shadows open up to let the color in, a slow crescendo rising from the velvet floor. I feel the electricity against my skin. I am a stranger to the person I was before, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. The rhythm is the only thing controlling me, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove, blazing in the glow of ultraviolet light. I do not have to think, I only have to move. Since the shadows elevate the atmosphere, a syncopated bassline washes over my chest. The smoke begins to rise and suddenly it is clear. This hypnotic sanctuary is where I rest. The snare is building up the tension in the room. The sudden rush of magic bursting from the gloom, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. The rhythm is the only thing controlling me, caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove, lost inside the magic of the flashing light. Forever in this moment I am free to move. The beat dissolves into the fading atmosphere, a gentle repetition slipping out of sight. The whispers are the only thing I still can hear, just echoes fading softly in the velvet floor. city sleeps, but the pulse remains. Static in the air, shadow in the rain. Breathe in the glow of the ambient street. Let the frequencies flow from your head to your feet. Headlights trace the empty avenues underneath the sky of deep obsidian blues. We are drifting through the quiet, hollowed streets, moving to the rhythm of our own heartbeats. Glass and concrete blur into a midnight haze, lost inside this beautiful and endless maze. There's no destination, nowhere else to be, just the silver moon, the shifting shadows and me. Echoes bouncing off the empty walls. I can hear the
silver clouds. Headlights paint the wet pavement below. Time stretches thin across the dashboard. Just the hum of the engine and the dark. A heavy bass line drops into the empty street. I am a ghost wrapped up in the driver's seat. The street lamps blur like comets falling out of the sky, watching the sleeping world go passing me by. There is a rhythm hidden deep inside the concrete veins, washing away the static, washing away the stains. I lower the window and let the cool air inside. Nothing to chase tonight, nowhere I need to hide. The shadows are starting to pull me in deep, awaken the hours when the heavy hearts sleep. The frequencies rising, they shiver and bend. I follow the echoes right to the world's end. We are midnight in motion, drifting so slow, caught in the undertow, letting it go. The neon is melting like wax on the glass. We watch all the ghosts of the yesterday past. Midnight in motion, a velvet escape, where the lines of the city lose all of their shape. Just breathe in the darkness, a chill down the spine, a hypnotic surrender. We're crossing the line. The skyline is glowing, a digital dream. Nothing is ever exactly the way it might seem. I turn up the volume and drown out the noise, finding the silence, finding my poise. A million strangers dreaming alone in the dark, each one a glowing ember, a floating spark. We ride on the frequency, perfectly aligned, leaving the weight of the morning so far behind. The shadows are starting to pull me in deep, awaken the hours when the heavy hearts sleep. The frequencies rise and they shiver and bend. I follow the echoes right to the world's end. We are midnight and